Okay, open the Primavera. Now wherever you want to create your project, select that location, that is EPS location. This pyramid shape indicates the group of projects, but in this I am creating my own project. Right click here, add. Sometimes the add tool will not be highlighted. Then select this plus symbol. Select it. Now here EPS default we kept here, so it is selecting default. This is the next. Again here give your project name. For example, Andhra Bank project I am creating. That means Andhra Bank building. Andhra Bank. Right? Next. Here when you want to start your project date should be later or on the same day, not earlier. I am selecting August 1st is my project start date. Simply select it. Then later finish date we should not give. Automatically that should be generated according to the activities relations. This is next. Here if you have the responsible person, I am selecting one person as a programmer 1 is the responsible for this project. In our OBS we should create project manager. This is next. Here is a standard. We create one project. Finish. After creating this project, go to here in the default. See here our calendar is ABCD, but actually this ABCD comes from the global calendars.
I want to
So,
own project.
Your own project calendar. So first go to the location of your calendars. In the enterprise, we can see the calendars. In the calendars actually here we have three types. One is global, other one is a resource, and the other one is a project. In the global calendar, whichever we have in the selection mode, that will be assigned to our new project. Okay. Now this also assigned. This assigned. Now just I want to give my project calendar only. Why? Actually, see if I assign this this calendar, this global calendar to my project, if anyone will modify that calendar, my project will be modified. So to avoid that one, we should create yes, all depending projects will be modified. So to avoid that confusion, just I want to create my own calendar, project calendar. And global calendar we can assign for multiple projects. And next resource calendars. Resource calendars we can use only for the resources. But which kind of resource? For example, our work is continuing 7 days, but the resource can work only 5 days or 6 days. In that case, we should prepare separate calendar for the resource. Or else we can follow activity calendar. Next one is the project calendar. See here, whichever we opened here, for that only here we can create the calendar that we can assign only for that particular project. That means a project calendar we can assign only for that particular project. We cannot assign that for the remaining projects. And once you close this project we cannot see that calendar option. And now here I want to create my project calendar. Select the project and here add. Actually, this also we get from the global only. These are the global calendars. Select any one of the calendar. Anyway, we should modify. Add it. That means select. Now here give your own name. I am giving as a AB. That means Andhra Bank. Then go to modify. In the modify, just see here it's a 5 days calendar. If you modify there, I want to create my own calendar in my project calendar. I don't want to modify there. If I modify there, if I assign that calendar to another project, that will be modified. But individual projects may run with different dates, durations. Some projects are 7 days, some projects are 5 days, some projects are 6 days.
Sir, ఇప్పుడు ప్రాజెక్ట్ లో యాడ్ చేసుకొని మాడిఫై చేస్తే గ్లోబల్ లో చేంజ్ చేయాలి సార్?
No, because this will be highlighted in the project only. I should modify. In the modify, just come here. This is a total work hours per day. I want to make 8 hours and all are working days first. Then later I will modify. Go to here. Work week. First keep this in selection mode. Total work hours per day. And come to work week. Here see, I want to make this 8 hours per day. Okay? Is okay. All are working days. I don't want to keep any holidays. First, then later I change. Now again go to this time periods also. The time periods, just to see here, per day how many hours? 8.
8 hours.
Actually here for a week means 7 days.
56 hours.
56 hours will come. Month means it will take 30 days. For the 30 days 30 into 8. But the year hours also we should calculate if your project extends more than the year. Anyway, now here we are doing sample, so we are not going to do that one. Based on the holidays, we should deduct the holidays working hours. Is okay. Now what we did? We created calendar. This calendar I want to assign to my project. Select your project, and in the bottom detail window select default, and in the calendar select here. These are the previous global calendars, but in the filter this is a display filter. Select project calendars. Which one? AB. Select. Now our calendar is AB. We simply say I am closing this. Yes. See, can you see the project calendar? It's not highlighting. For the opened projects only we can see. For example, I am opening another project. I opened another project. For this, do we have the calendars or not? We don't know. We haven't. And for this, if you want to assign your previous calendar, we cannot. The projects is in the open mode. Default cannot assign our project calendar. So we can assign only that project calendar. For this we haven't. I cannot. Open this one. Now see, this is in open mode. Again select this projects. Here this is in the open mode. Already AB is in open. That means a particular project calendar we can assign only for that project. Now we create our calendar and we assign. Now I want to start my activities. I said before that first we should divide our project into some subgroups. That I will explain later. First do your work. That means activities directly I want to create. That means before the activities we should divide our project into some subgroups that we call as a WBS, work breakdown structure. That means for example, in an apartment, in a building, first one is for example cellar, ground floor, first floor, second floor, like that. Then later in the floor also again we have different kinds of works. Civil works, electrical works, mechanical works, some carpentry work, etc. So again we should divide that into some different categories. That I will do later. Before that directly I want to do my project work by using activities. That direct works. Our example is a open the project. Here directly we will enter into the activities. But above the activities level is WBase. That means after project we should create WBase. In the WBase we should create the activities. Anyway, now directly I am creating the activities for our example. Now here we should add the activities. Just show me your example. Here to add the activities, just see plus symbol here.
Yes, sir.
See here.
So take this.
Any one of the example. Actually, I should check this one. And before checking, if I do this example, okay? And this is here. Sure. I'm adding activities. Sure. Right click here, we can add one thing. Or else from here also we can add. If we add from here, we get this window. See, activity ID default, we get this one. Here name, for example, here I am giving A. Use next, okay? And here work breakdown section, same project. We haven't anything. Next, here task dependent. That means it only for the calendar. Either resource dependent we use, task dependent, milestones. About the milestones I'll explain later. First select task dependent. Next, here do you have any resources? We don't know what is resources till now. Use next. Later we discuss about that. This is about the fixed duration and units. That is based on the duration now we are doing. So use next only. Here we don't know about this one. Forget. If you have any particular duration for this activity, give here. Next. And do you have any dependent activities? Successor predecessor is the first one, so we won't have. We won't have. Next. Here Yes, continue configuring activity config information is the first one, so we won't have anything. Next, finish. We create one activity. But if we create like this, it will take much time. Instead of that, I don't want to use this window. See this window. I want to remove this window. To remove that window, because always we should use next. We need only duration.
Okay.
So instead of that, in the edit user preferences, we have an option. Edit user preferences. See here, assistance. The assistance, use new activity wizard. I am removing this checkbox. Close it. Now just add. Automatically we are getting. Okay. Now I want to give the names. One more thing, just you see, it is 1000, 1010, 20, like that we are getting. But actually I want to change the order. See, simply select here. Order will be changed. Then that here this is A, this is B. Right? This is C, D, E, F, and add G, H. How many are there? I. Right? Then immediately we know the durations. For A, how many? 2. B, 3. C,
4. 1.
D,
1.
1.
5. 1. 2.
Okay, H,
3.
I,
1.
1. All V. Then later which we know? We know about the relations. That means after A we should start D. Simply in the bottom detail window, just to see here, relationships. Sometimes we cannot see this here. In that case, right click here, customize activity details. In this, we get like this. This relations. Right click here, customize activity relationship. Right? Okay. Select these relations. After A, which one we should start? B. Come here. This is the successor. In the successor, select this assign. Which one? B. After A, B. Select B and add. See, this is A, this is successor is a B. Again select B here. See, for the B, this is a predecessor. For B, successor is what? C. Select the C and add. And again go to C. Select the C here. For the C, B is the predecessor. Successor D, E. Select here D. Add E. Add. Then later go to D. For the D, F. For E, G. For F, for G, same H. For H, I. Select I. All relations are completed. Then simply schedule it. Here how many days you are getting? 5. But actually our project duration is 20.
20 days duration.
Simply schedule. This is F9. Schedule 20 days. But this I want to see this diagram. Network diagram. Here double click here. Double click. See here. Move left like this. Clearly I want to see. Not like this. Simply right click here. Time scale. Here week, day, apply. You can see clearly. In this, the D and F are non-critical. The remaining all are critical. For the critical only, for the non-critical only, we get the float. Float how many days here? 5 days.
5 days.
I want to check that float. Right click here. Columns. In the duration we get. What is that? Float. total float means we get for both. Free float means only for the last activity of this non-critical. In this, for F only it will show. Total float means it will show for both. I want for both. Okay. Just see here 5 days for D and again for F. Right? And like this should. And sometimes, for example, up to here, okay. And now just I want to modify. For example, just to see here, B and C both are starting after B after only C starting. But actually I want to start the B little bit earlier than the finishing date. Then one day before the B I want to start. I understand? Now it's a finish to start. But I want to start this C work before completing of this B. One day before. That means select here B. Here we have the C. C relation is what? Finish to start. But here we can use start to start also. For example, if you get the start to start, update, then the B duration 3 days. The project duration will be reduced to 3 days. 1700. Again I am giving not the start to start, finish to start only I am giving. Again same. Now I want to move this little one day before. Before completing this one day before I want to start this. So here select the B for the C. Here we have the lag. Before one day, that minus 1 means before one day that will be schedule. That means it becomes 19 days. See, it is starting before one day. That means like this we should be able to modify the relations also. If you want to make both are, for example A, B, both I want to complete at the same time. Then we should select the A, then here give finish to finish. If I give like this, the project duration will be changed or not, how many days it will take to complete. If I give the finish to finish. Start to just to see, if I make it start to start, 2 days will be reduced. Because A is at 2, B is at 3. A duration will be vanished. But if I put this as a finish to finish, then
3 days will be finished. ఎందుకంటే బి ఎక్కువ ఉంది కదా సార్, బి డ్యూరేషన్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది కాబట్టి బి ఫస్ట్ స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి కదా సార్, రెండు సేమ్ టైం కంప్లీట్ అవ్వాలంటే. సో ఒక 3 days రెడ్యూస్
కాదు చూడు ఒకసారి. Both should be finished at the same time. Just use same 2 days. ఎందుకంటే now B will start first. A may start on the same date or is one day later also. But B is continuing. B days అనేది తగ్గదు కదా. A will be removed totally.
ప్రాజెక్ట్ డ్యూరేషన్ చేంజ్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు రెండు సేమ్ టైం లో కంప్లీట్ అవ్వాలి.
ఇక్కడ finish to start default is it was like this now. But actually these two I want to make finish to finish both same date. Anyway this start date అనేది ముందుకు వస్తుంది. But this duration will not be reduced. 3 days అలాగే ఉంటుంది కదా. Only 2 days will be vanished. 2 days మాత్రమే క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతుంది అక్కడ. ఇది రెండు ఒకసారి ఫినిష్ అయినా 3 days ఉంటుంది. ఈ రెండు ఒకసారి స్టార్ట్ అయినా 3 days ఉంటుంది. బి కంటిన్యూ కావాలి మనకు. In this case sometimes change కావచ్చు. Situation by situation తెలుసుకోవాలి. Okay. Now we should know how to modify the relations. And one more thing, how to give the lag also. For example, now here after B it is starting. Sometimes we need to let later. That means some queuing work is there. Then we should give here positive lag. For example, after 2 days. Then automatically it becomes 22 days. Delayed. Like this we should know lag. Either minus lag or minus lag means earlier, less lag means later. After. Okay. To here enough. If you can do like this perfectly, the remaining are the second techniques, because basic thing.